of Purge games this evening. We have just one more. It's called Mommy's Choice.
Hello there. It's 2016, and so we get election-flavored Purge. Welcome to What the Flick. My name is Christy. That is Dave White. That is Bibbs. We're going to talk about the third Purge movie. I don't think anyone ever could have imagined when they made an original Purge movie that there would be 3 and possibly 4. I think we're going to get more Purges.
Oh, God.
We can only hope. What's it about?
It's Christmas for me. All right. Previously on The Purge, we had Ethan Hawke and Lena Headey trapped in their house. They were purged because on one night a year, the purge happens for 12 hours. Every crime, including murder, is acceptable and legal. In the next one, Frank Grillo shows up and he's a cop and he's leading purge people on the streets of LA. They don't have fortresses like Ethan Hawke. They've got to run for their lives. Now we have a presidential candidate who is anti the purge. She's played by Elizabeth Mitchell from Lost. Frank Grillo is now her head of security. He's got to save her and all their friends from the convenience store on the streets of Washington, D.C. There's going to be a clip.
The soul of our country is at stake. The purge targets the poor and the innocent.
The senator's going to win, and she's going to make real changes, too.
It is a night that is defining our country.
It's time to do something about that, Senator.
The purge has to come to an end.
You take a lot of risks, Senator.
I have to. I was the only one in my family to survive.
This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual Purge. At the siren, all crime, including murder, will be legal for 12 hours. Your government thanks you for your participation.
Someone betrayed us. This is not a drill. We are on our own. We have one goal right now: survival.
Just remember all the good the purge does.
I love hearing Dave talk about The Purge. It must be what it's like listening to me talk about the Step Up movies. You love these movies. And this one did not disappoint you, did it?
No. No, not at all.
They keep getting better. This one's really good. We're all shocked to say this. But you know what? Usually the things about this movie that I like are ones that I would ordinarily not like elsewhere. Like the fact that it is so on the nose.
Yes.
The fact that it is so not even like an allegory for our times. It is our times.
It is our time.
Right?
Yeah, there's no metaphors being thrown around here. This is just life as it is in the United States, even though we don't have a purge yet.
Outrage culture, internet trolls, everyone is given license to just act on every horrible thing they've ever said on the internet for one night. And yeah, it just doesn't feel that far off. It doesn't feel like when you first heard the concept back, I don't know, like 4 years ago when the first one came out, it seemed like kind of implausible. Like, I see where your concept is. It sounds kind of weird. Nowadays, we're just like, if Trump gets elected, this is just what's going to happen.
He's on day one in office, he's going to be like, yeah, I think we should have a purge.
I just saw election year. I thought it was really funny.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
We don't have a purge in America. Sad.
Yeah.
So, but the Republican candidate, though, is this white, evangelical, super conservative minister who
in
has
the movie.
in the movie, who is the support of all of the new founding fathers, who are all also white and Christian and conservative. And then the woman who's running against him, who is Elizabeth Mitchell, Senator Roan. She's a senator.
Yes.
She's got cool little glasses on. I mean, she's your Hillary figure, and she wants to change things, and she's not totally progressive. She's not completely. Would you say she's progressive?
I was thinking of her more like a Bernie, but
Do you think she's Bernie?
I was thinking she was Elizabeth Warren.
She's fighting against she's fighting against a tidal wave of culture that's against her. You know, everyone loves the Purge. She saw her own family slaughtered on Purge night, which makes her understandably anti the Purge.
That's her platform
and
issue.
Everyone she runs into says, "Oh, you're not going to win." You can't win. They've got you.
Even her head of security thinks she's not going to win.
Right. No one thinks she's going to win. And so they think she's not going to win so much, but they still are threatened by her that they try to do her in on Purge night.
What's interesting is that this movie manages somehow to seem kind of idealistic, even though everything about it is ridiculously cynical.
Yeah.
Every persecution fantasy we have about the government, about conservatives, whatever, that is literalized on camera. But at the same time, every horrible thought, everything we assume about people who aren't in power, you know, the hoi polloi, the masses, they're all going for the purge.
Not all of them, though, because some good people want to
A few,
survive.
yes, but they're
Some good people.
They're very, very saintly. But then there's also people who are trying to do nice things in the purge, but even they're trying to take the purge as an excuse to do the wrong thing for the right reasons.
Right.
Or vice versa.
Anti-purge activists.
Anti-purge activists
who are violent.
Yeah, basically like, oh, well, I'm an anti-purge activist, and on the purge, I can do violent things to help stop the purge.
Right.
But they also take in homeless people on Purge night, and they set up a triage for the injured.
Which is
Yes.
nice.
Right?
That's
so
nice.
So they do things for the common man.
Right.
Yes, when they're not killing conservative rich white people, which is
Who have it coming.
Again, it's sort of borderline irresponsible,
Yeah.
but it's so entertaining and it's so broad that it's almost kitsch. Like you can't take it seriously enough for anyone to actually think this might actually incite violence. Like it's just so
effective.
ridiculous.
But the violence and just it's artful, but also startling. Like it's shot really beautifully. There's one sequence I love with these tough little schoolgirls who show up in a car.
They're my favorite. They're my favorites.
This is my favorite part of the whole movie is when these girls show up blasting Party in the USA in tutus with a
Party
car
dresses,
covered in little bitty white lights.
Machine guns are all blinged out.
And it's all slow motion. It's like a music video. It's stylish and it's funny and it's darkly funny and it's beautifully shot and edited and
It's what the
I like
Spring
that part of
Breakers
it.
did during the purge.
It is very
yes.
Spring Breakers.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
I really love about particularly Purge Anarchy and now this one, that John Carpenter Escape from New York quality that it has. It's really gritty and the lighting is all the lighting in this movie is construction lamps. and emergency lighting and
neon signs.
And I said, the kind of lighting that you would see in a place where the ice pick killer from My Bloody Valentine would hang out. It's nothing. It's all murky and shadows and terrible. But good looking
Artfully
as that,
so.
yeah. And I love the sense of camaraderie among the characters that Frank Grillo is shepherding around, McKelty Williamson, and the other two actors whose names I cannot remember right now. But I have so much feeling for them as they were struggling to make it out alive that I was feeling actual emotions when bad things happened. The thing I love most about these films, though, is that they have their cake and they eat it too. They are wildly, irresponsibly violent films made in the service of nonviolence.
Right. They're outraged.
Yeah. So that's perfect for, a punk rock socialist like myself, who was not a violent person, but who loves to watch slaughter in films.
They're purging your violent desires.
I'm purging while I watch the movie.
You watch the purge, you get all this violent rhetoric out of your head, and then hopefully afterwards you can say, let's have a conversation about politics. Because I just watched the person who disagrees with me get slaughtered.
Right.
I don't have to think about it in real life.
I don't have to think about slaughtering you, actually.
It's great.
It's amazing though, the movie this week that we were talking about that has actual character development is The Purge. Of all of them we're talking about, this is it. I did come to care about them too. They're very efficient about creating these people in this world. What are our numbers, please? What's our number?
I think we gave it all. Did we all give it an 8.5?
We all give it. We're all giving it an 8.
We're all giving
it an 8. So we're saying 8.
Purge forever.
It is
more Purge movies,
the number
please.
4 ever. It is at 68% on the tomato meter, but I spy a 4th Purge movie in our future. I'm guessing. I'm going to keep on purging.
I keep hoping for Purge Christmas.
Oh, that has
Not
to
only
happen.
is this film like Christmas for me, but I want a Christmas-themed Purge film.
And then Alonzo will have to update his book. So our average is an 8, and go see The Purge. I'm saying go see The Purge. Go see The Purge. Bye.